Hey guys, I was gonna show you this from beginning to end, but I am making a recipe from Paula Dean. It was on her her YouTube channel. I think it's called white wine chicken casserole. But now hubby and I don't drink, so I'm not putting any kind of wine in this. But underneath here is just boneless chicken, and then she used Swiss cheese. I'm using the low-fat mozzarella cheese. And then I'm mixing, instead of white wine, with some cream chicken soup. I am mixing a little bit of buttermilk and a little bit of regular milk instead of the white wine. It's going to be just as good. I'm sure the wine might give it a little flavor, but I was never an alcohol drinker anyway. I hate how alcohol tastes, so it ain't going to bother me none. Don't look at my counter, guys. I know it's a little bit jacked. Put that down a little bit. Now, let me see if I can fix it where y'all can watch. Okay, now, I got the boneless chicken in there, and I've already seasoned it. I seasoned it with the Montreal chicken. Now, she didn't use that, but I love that Montreal chicken or Montreal seasoning on my chicken. She just said salt and pepper, but, you know, you can do it any way you want to. Okay, so the boneless chicken is in there, and now I'm going to pour this chicken soup with a little bit of buttermilk instead of wine. If y'all drink and you want to pour some white wine on it, go for it. But hubby and I don't believe in alcohol. We don't believe in drinking, so we don't cook with it. We don't participate in it in any way. So I just mixed it. I think the buttermilk's going to flavor it anyway. A little bit of buttermilk mixed with that, with the chicken soup. Okay, and then she just poured it on top of the cheese. Now, I'm going to add more cheese. She did not, but I am. Because why? Because we like cheese. A little bit more cheese. And then she poured melted butter. See, when does she pour the melted butter? Oh, she puts the crumbs on first. So, I'm going to go ahead and put more cheese on it. Again, you preheat your oven to 350, and it's going to be in there for 45 minutes. My chicken is just a little bit, it's thawing, but it still had a little bit frozen on it. So, I'll probably leave mine in there a little bit longer than 45 minutes. 45 minutes really was for thawed chicken. Okay, now, and then she puts melted butter on it. And let me get I want to move these bananas so I can have some room. I have a very small kitchen and very, very small cabinet space. So. Alright, and this is what she did. She just kind of poured it over the melted butter. This might be a little bit on the fattening. Well, my cheese is low fat, but still, this might be a little on the fattening side with all this melted butter on there. But, and I think she told like a cup of this, cup of that. But I'm one of those cooks, you know, dash here, dash there, and I seen how much butter she had in her bowl, so that's just what I did. All right, now then. You pour that on top of the soup. Of course, I poured it on top of I put more cheese in mine. Pour melted butter on top. Okay, and then, oh no, I should have put the crumbs on top instead of the melted butter. Well, poo. I did that backwards, but oh well. We might have to do a little bit more melted butter since I made that mistake. This is the butter that I'm using is the real butter. You know, and I think the melted butter is what's going to make that crunch. I'm sorry, I'm talking to y'all, I'm way over here. The melted butter, I think, just helps out the breadcrumbs to be a little bit on the crunchy side. She said she liked crunch, and I do too. So, and I'm using the panko breadcrumbs. I can't remember what she used. This is Italian style. Okay, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on there. I can't remember. I think she just did it with her hands, but I'm not. I'm just going to sprinkle it because it's just easier. instead of touching it. And she put extra breadcrumbs on hers because she said she liked the crunch. As do I. I like a lot of crunch too. Now Daniel don't. I mean, he's not big on, but this is breadcrumbs, so he's not going to mind this crunch because it's just going to be on top. And we're going to put a lot of it on there. And we like her. I like the extra breadcrumbs on top. Alright, and then, since I put the butter on the wrong, ooh, that's hot, on the wrong spot, we're going to pour more butter on here. Because, simple fact that, yeah, the butter should have been on top of breadcrumbs. Talking to you guys, I kind of got sidetracked. I know, I'm blaming you guys, aren't I? Wasn't nice, was it? Okay, here we go. Probably not as much butter as I put on there a while ago, but you know. So she says, "My honey, I want you first of all." And we're just going to sprinkle that on there. I don't think that's enough butter. Okay, guys, hold that thought. Does anybody like watching Paula Dean? Do you guys like watching her? You can get some really great recipes from her. Easy recipes. I mean, like this. This is just simple. This is just something I can make. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's looking good, though, isn't it? Okay, mine's going to have a lot of butter in it, but hey, you know, what can I say? What can I say? I put it on before. It's supposed to go on the breadcrumbs, not under it, but it's going to be flavored. I'll tell you that much. And I will, after I get it in the oven, I will show you after I take it out of the oven. And there we go. I will show you how it turned out. And we'll cut her open and go from there, guys. Okay, guys. All right. I got it in the oven. The oven's already preheated to 350. 350. Now we're going to let that cook for 45 minutes. And again, I may just let that go for maybe 50. Okay, guys, we're also having asparagus and some broccoli. And what I do with that is I put olive oil. I just sprinkle olive oil all over it. And then I stick it in my air fryer. And then it comes out just perfect. I mean, kind of crunchy, but not, and just, yeah. And I'll show y'all what it looks like when you get it out of the air fryer. Okay, my chicken's just about ready, so we're going to start this. Like I said, I drizzle olive oil all over the asparagus and all over my broccoli. It's going to do broccoli and cauliflower together, but I had this bag of broccoli left, and I wanted to go ahead and use it up before I use the other. Again, I'm going to drizzle that a little bit. Whoa, that was a little bit too hard. Okay, and then total seasoning. I put this on everything, and it just gives it a good seasoning. I just kind of pour it over like that, and then I put it over this one. It gives it a wonderful seasoning, guys. I mean, it just gives it a good taste. Good flavor, good flavor. Alrighty. Okay, guys, I had a piece of chicken left. It couldn't fit in the casserole bowl, so I just went ahead and cooked it in the air fryer, and I figured the grandkids, I could have that between the babies and they could eat it. And that's just from the chicken. And I'm going to shut this up and set it. We're going to do the vegetables. I always put the vegetables on pizza. 15 minutes, and then it'll automatically start here in just a second. Okay, and then we're going to put them in. Whoops. I'm going to put these on the top shelf. And then we're going to put these on the middle shelf. And then we're going to shut them up and let them start. Okay, guys, I was going to show you this chicken. Is so tender. I just love my air fryer. I like cooking chicken in my air fryer. I can't do this with one hand, but trust me, it's so tender. And see how well My hands are clean. I just washed them. See how tender and beautiful it is? How pretty. Yeah. I might have to try that in, because y'all know you always have to try chicken, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, guys. I had to cut into to make sure the chicken was ready. I think I put a little bit too much chicken soup, but the chicken is ready. Does that look good? It is going to be a little crunchy right in there. I put a little bit too much chicken soup. That's okay. I mean, it can be like a chicken soup. Get it? Okay, asparagus is ready. Look at that. Yumminess out of the air fryer. And then we're having pork and beans. My fave. Alright, soup's up. Okay, guys, here's my plate. And I'm fixing to douse it with Red Hot Original hot sauce. And then it's going to be time to eat.